Hold on. Sorry. There you go. You. Such a cool hippie town, right? And my parents were hippies. They were like astro hippies, like new age hippies. They were so strange. Whose birthdays? Happy birthday. Anyone else? I feel like this is like, you're too scared to stand up? Happy birthday. Okay. Birthdays, but until then I had to create my own happy birthday song. Sing at parties so I wouldn't have to pay royalties. I'd pay myself the royalties. Anyways, happy birthday, everybody.
So how similar is this to the movie Black Swan?
It's exactly the same story. Good. It's basically good and evil, and it's all about ambition and greed and backstabbing and hot women in exciting, fashionable costumes.
You may dress in the human uniform, child. I've seen your clothes you wear from Urban Outfitters. The jobs that you use, very, very simple human jobs, 9 to 5. Your cool Converse shoes, your hipster jeans. I know you're dressing all cool like a human, but I know you're just like me.
This next one is Uranus. It's unusual in that it rotates at an axis that's vertical, so it's kind of twisted. And it has a ring, a thin red ring that's vertical, which is kind of cool. What is my legacy? Songs in the key of death. And, it's a bit of a shame, but perhaps that's my calling. And then they would name the animals based on who they were in their past lives. So we had this little puffy, bitchy Pomeranian, little lapdog named Gandhi. This tiny little salamander that I wanted to name Betty. It reminded me of Betty Davis lips. Lipstick. But my parents went and got the salamander's past life read. And it was, God, I can't remember this one now. What was the past life of the salamander? Did I tell this one before? It wasn't Cleopatra. That was the Siamese cat. It's a little red salamander whose name was, I remember now. It's from the Battle of Waterloo. It was Napoleon.
We wanted to look fantastic.
It's gonna jump an hour and then you get on me. Winter comes, it jumps inside the air. about it. She's a lot like Catwoman, just without the leather. She likes the whips and chains. Oh no, and electronic tether.
We could do this together, hopefully. If you're a woman. We do it again. But if you're a man, you sing it like this. The second part is pretty simple. You pause. You stop and you think about your sister. All the fights you got into. You didn't share the Legos or the Lincoln Logs. Fought over the remote control on the TV. So it's too cold, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay. He was. Okay. He was in the church, yeah. My father was in the first part. It's too windy.
Oh, fuck! I would love to ask you about a problem I've never myself experienced, which is how you deal with having too many good songs.
His 2005 album, Illinois, was considered the best reviewed album of the year and was named one of the 100 best albums of the 2000s by Rolling Stone magazine. His 2010 album, The Age of Ads, reached number 7 on the US Billboard charts. Do you not want me to brag about you? A cult figure who happens to be a major artist, and the London Observer calls him one of the most compelling new voices in American music. Tonight we will call him the composer of Year of the Rabbit.
So where did the idea come from to have a dance routine?
I think from Showgirls.
Sufjan, you were famously not a fan of ballet. I'm going to read something from in the past. Though he was always a collaborator, but the once reluctant Stevens premiered The Year of the Rabbit, and the rest leads us to here. Right. What did you think when he called you?
He actually emailed me and I didn't respond.
There's a theme here.
A lot of the rep is similar to New York City Ballet, but without the historical baggage and the ghost of Balanchine. So it's exciting. It was exciting for me to see.
I was actually.
Sorry. I mean, what interests me about Justin's choreography is that it's ultimately meaningless and.
Said it in the best way.
The first one that I played tonight is based on a variation of a confrontation between Jupiter and Pluto. Large masses against smaller masses. As we know, Pluto has been demoted to no longer as a planet, but just a celestial object. That song's in honor of Pluto. And I had been writing a series of songs about cars. And one that recently has obsessed me is the Chevrolet Avalanche. It's one of the most impressive manifestations of man's sort of childish imagination let loose in the sort of capitalist economics, fueled by
And my biggest fear was fear of heights, and it was terrifying. We lived in the 6th floor in a building in Detroit, and my parents would always just hold me over the edge and say, "Look, it's not so bad." Side smile. Adele has given me like a way to remember where to put my capo, which fret to put it on. It's all girl sizes. So this is size 5. This doesn't make any sense.
It requires a little more explanation.
What is? I don't even know.
The size too small.
Oh, because it was to remember the song called Size Too Small. So, actually, let's do that one. Size 6. I'm Saffron Stonehenge, and I approve this message.
Oh, there's one more question. Sorry. Is that on? Why don't you shout it?
This is for Mr. Stevens. Your music really has to be some of the most emotional and personal I've ever had the pleasure to hear. And you mentioned that your music is, as you say, your story. So I really have to ask, how much of the more narrative songs are really based on your own life, or are they just your way of storytelling?
Wait a minute, what is the question?